Welcome to Rick's Corner, brought to you by Old School Labs, the brand I trust and the only one I put my name to. Use my code drasin12 on the link below.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. The man, the myth, the legend. Now on with the show.
You ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
And you?
You want to wear that hat?
You don't want me to wear it?
You have nice eyes. You want to hide them?
Oh, here's my hair. Look.
The hair looks fine. It looks like hat hair.
This hair.
Okay.
What?
You're going to do comb it?
What?
I thought you were going to comb your hair.
Does it look bad?
No, not.
It's kind of flat, but...
So's mine. I have a fluffy head. Welcome to Rick's Corner. I have a variety of guests that you guys always ask for, and you like to see a variety of personalities and people that I know, and it makes it more fun. Now I have Tony Clark on here today, who I've known for a long time. Tony's a magician. He goes around and he does shows at the Magic Castle. You've trained people for movies such as Nicolas Cage.
Sure, Nicolas Cage, Michael Clark Duncan, most recently Ted Danson, and Tony Shalhoub, a lot of guys.
Yep.
Different, Cedric the Entertainer.
Do they pick it up quick, or is it difficult?
Well, that's the beautiful part of it. A good actor is really easy to teach because they have the discipline of learning and staying on it and staying focused, which is the same with everything you do. So yeah, it's actually fun. Most of the time it's a lot of fun.
Okay. Tony and I became friends at Gold's Gym years ago.
Yes.
When he was bodybuilding and training hard like all of us had.
Yeah.
And we were really into it. And then he wanted to come over and take some of my wrestling classes.
Yeah.
Which was a whole nother level.
Yeah. Well, I learned, I gained a new respect. I always respected wrestling. I knew it was harder than it looked. But when you do it, and you take the bumps and the hits, and you land like slightly wrong, and you feel it like for 2 days,
yes.
I was like, okay, Rick, I understand Rick better now.
Everybody thinks it's so easy, and I've suffered my injuries over the years from it, and the pain in my legs and everywhere else. But it is very similar to magic because it's the art of illusion.
Yes.
It's misdirecting people to watch what you're doing and not really see what it until you see the result of where it goes.
Exactly.
And if you're in the ring doing it and you're good at it, you'll have a good match. Now, I'm sure, like with magic students and like wrestling students, everybody thinks they know how to do everything.
Right.
They come, I can wrestle, I have my opening music, and I have my finishing close, and I know what I'm going to do. No, you don't know.
Right.
You have a story to tell in between.
Yes.
It's a beginning, a middle, and an ending, and everything has to fall together, and usually the ending comes back around to the beginning again.
Yes.
This is how I teach it anyway.
Yes.
And then it's not about just jumping around and jumping on people off the top rope. In fact, I won't even let them jump off the top rope. It's not part of wrestling.
Right.
But since when did you ever do that on the street when you're beating somebody up? You know?
Right.
So that's what that is. Now, magic for you is it's at
Very
a point
similar. Yeah.
It's at a point in your life now where you don't have to think about it.
Well, that's the key. I think you probably feel the same. You need to know how to wrestle so well. You can't be thinking in the ring. You need to know what you're doing, and you know where to go.
No.
When you think, you get hurt.
The difference is you have to work with somebody. So somebody that I work with has to be in tune with what I'm doing.
Yes.
And they have to be educated enough in the ring to know how to go with certain things and how to reverse them and where to take it. Where if you're alone, your audience is just watching you, and you can work by yourself, and you depend on yourself to do the right thing.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's but then you use the audience as a barometer to pay attention to the audience. Like we talked about this. If the audience needs a little push, you've got to push them. You know.
Oh, you have to direct them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing there. You got theater and around. And you're working around sometime too, don't you?
I've done theater around. Sure.
Yeah, and you have to have them follow your storyline, and you have to know where they're going. If they look like they're a little bit, they're not with it, and you have to fire them up and do something different.
Yes.
You know, it's good versus evil, both basically in the ring, and so you have to get them to either love you or hate you.
Yes.
And then they have to follow your path, whichever you're going to do. Mm-hmm. It's just like dating. It's the same thing with women. I get them to follow my path. I get them to take the lead, and then I lead them where I want to go, and then they either do or they don't.
Right.
99% of the time they go.
Right. Right. Well, it's you know what? It's the game that you create that's going to be fun for the people.
Right.
And that's part of it, having fun.
Right.
You have to enjoy it yourself,
And, well,
whatever
yeah.
you're doing. If you're not enjoying it, even if it looks like it's hard, you have to really sell it. Really, it's like selling it, right?
It's like selling it. Like doing the show. I don't think there's anything I enjoy more in life than doing this show right now. I enjoy it. I enjoy the people that come on. I enjoy the conversation. I love the editing and putting it together and getting it out there and getting the comments. So I put my heart into it, and I really get a lot of results because I like it.
Yes.
If I hated it, I wouldn't do it.
Exactly. And it shows. If you force yourself to do it for some reason, like if somebody forced, Rick, I need you to do this every day.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
You know, Tony, I started out doing it once a week and then twice a week. I did it outside my ring with the kids,
Remember
and
that,
then it was
yeah.
a few days here and there. Now I'm doing 6 days a week.
That's amazing.
Why am I doing 6 days a week? Because I have the time.
Yes.
And I have the ability to do it with my studio, and I enjoy it. And I enjoy bringing people on and talking about their life. You guys already know my life and what I've done. It's all out there. But
There's more, folks. There's more. Keep digging. Right?
yeah, there's still more out there that I haven't brought up. But maybe I will if I remember it.
Right.
All right, so now you're, that leads you to now. What are you doing with yourself nowadays?
Well, mostly consulting, and I still perform at the Castle. I still do private parties, corporate events. I'm pitching shows like we all do in Hollywood. We try to sell us a TV show. And,
Yeah.
but I'm working. I just got done with a pilot for NBC called Like Magic, and then shortly after that, I worked on The Good Life. The Good Place, sorry, I was messing up. The Good Place with Ted Danson, worked on that show. So I like now, like you, as you get older, you take all the knowledge that you have and you're able to help other people.
Yes.
That's the key, and I enjoy that. You know, and I do workshops and I give lessons. I do Skype lessons with people online, and I really like to see people like evolve and get better and improve. It's kind of fun to see.
Well, it shows that you're on the right path.
Yes.
You can only do so much, then it's up to them.
Right.
It's the same thing with training people. You can get them in the gym and do so much, then they
Right.
have to go home and do their homework, which is eat right.
Yes. The gym is only an hour,
Yeah.
and the rest of your life is the rest of your life, right?
Same thing in the ring. If I get them in the ring to train, they've got to understand what we're doing and
Yes.
put their efforts into it. They're going to take bumps. You got to take those bumps. No one's going to do it.
It's the discipline. That's what I think we talked about this once before, is that the discipline I learned and gained from when I was powerlifting back in the day, 30 years ago, to bodybuilding. That discipline of showing up, even if you don't want to sometimes, you know, you muscle through it and you get the workout. The physical pain, the changes you have to make, the alterations, but the consistency helps you in any part of your life now.
Yeah, I mean,
know.
life is full of discipline. How many times do we deal, and I have, and more of these later years, of people who are not disciplined to do anything.
Right.
They go to the gym, they want to lose weight, they won't diet.
Right.
I talk to them about their everyday life, they're lazy.
Yeah.
I always said to be disciplined, the first thing you do in the morning is make your bed.
Mm-hmm.
That gets me started. I know I'm organized, the bed is made, I have my breakfast, the house is clean, and I leave.
Yes.
And then I know from that point on everything falls into place.
Right.
That's discipline.
Yes. And it helps you help others. If you can't help yourself, you can't help others.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be solid. Like, you're always helping people constantly. That's all I see you do is help people, help people, help people. Well, you have your life in order first, and then you can help others. If your life is in shambles, you're not helping anybody. You know.
And I don't mind that.
Yeah.
But there comes a time when you want them to appreciate your favors.
Yes.
And sometimes you'll feel that they do. They take it for granted.
It's a shame, you know. Gratitude is one of the best tools and most honest things you could do with someone is show gratitude.
Yeah.
Be grateful.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, is being grateful all the time for all we have. Then you have nothing to complain about.
Right.
You're alive, you're breathing, you know, that's part of life.
More lately, I've had people I'll do things and then I'll never hear another word from them.
Wow.
It's like you could say thank you.
And that'd be nice.
Yeah.
It's
Or
free.
show me the end result that it
Yeah.
helped you, but they get carried away in this world that's so fast and they don't think about it.
The speed is the difference, yeah. They want it quick. I have people call me too. Tony, do you have this, and this? And I say, I tried it here and never heard, no, thank you. Like, dude, you had time to text me to ask me the question. You can't text me thanks or just even a happy face or a thumbs up or something.
Well, this is good for you people out there. I've formed something years ago within myself. When somebody would ask me for something, if they wanted a drawing, they wanted some advice, whatever they want, I would do it that moment, get it back to them within 15 minutes.
Wow.
And I've always done that. And
Wow.
it's just the way I am. And to get a response out of them, it's like sometimes it takes days.
Yeah. Well, I think
And they'll say, "Oh, you did that so fast."
Yeah.
Well, you asked for it and you wanted it, and so I did it. I don't want.
I took you seriously.
Yeah, I don't want to hang it over my head.
Yes.
Are you still getting to the gym quite a bit?
I go about 3-4 times a week still. Mostly cardio. I do yoga now because I have a hip issue now.
Yeah.
I have a spur in my hip, and it bites really bad.
Yeah.
But,
it has teeth.
It has teeth. Somehow it grew teeth. It's biting me in the hip. But I don't squat like I used to anymore. I used to squat very heavy.
Yeah, I remember that.
I used to squat. You know, my early days I squatted. You know, I competed at squat 650 my heavy days and bench 455. You know, all those days. I look at those weights like, who was that person? But it was a frame of mind. I can't do it now because I'm not focused like I was. You know, when you're focused, like when you were training in bodybuilding, I mean, you were with Arnold and all those guys were like a machine. You were focused. That was that's why you're so focused now, because it just stays with you.
It doesn't go away.
No, that focus stays with you.
I still train hard. I don't train heavy because of pain.
Of course.
But I do train hard. Mm-hmm. And I don't wait long in between sets. I had said one time, if you go in the gym and you can bench, let's just take a number, 300 pounds, okay, sure, and you get it up for like 10 reps and it goes, wow, that was easy. Mm-hmm. You can go in the next day and do it again and you might get 5 reps and you'll say, but I got 10 yesterday.
Right.
Because your frame of mind the second day changed.
Yeah.
Your mind isn't letting your body do what you want it to do because your mind isn't telling your body to do it.
Yes.
It got lazy on you overnight.
Definitely, frame of mind.
Yeah, frame of mind. You go in there for the fresh mind and you can do everything you can, but we all need sleep and you have to rest and recover. Last night I got a really good night's sleep. I took a muscle relaxer and this morning I woke up and felt good.
Yeah.
The night before I was up all night.
So
I had bad dreams about vampires and shit eating me. No, but so
that could be good and bad.
My next day I was just exhausted, but a good night's sleep really works.
Yes. Oh yeah, of course. It's everything though, right? You can't be like just worried about training. You have to eat and sleep and nutrition and vitamins, whatever you need to take for your body, supplements if you need.
Right, and life itself.
Yeah, life itself gets in the way if you don't have a handle on it.
Just getting point A to point B on the street would be. I was coming down an alley by Starbucks today to go eat lunch, and in that alley I had 5 obstacles. This car pulled out, the garbage truck was here, someone crossed with the dog, someone's coming the wrong way,
my God.
and I thought, this is just an alley.
Yeah.
This is not a city street, and
right,
look what I have to get through just to get 2 blocks to that restaurant right there.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Crazy.
I know.
Then you go to pull in for a parking spot and somebody beats you to it.
Right.
Then I sit down to eat, and I have to go to the bathroom. Okay, I got to go pee.
Right.
And it's a little bit of a difficulty with the cane because it takes me a few minutes to get there. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, the bathroom's down there and I gotta go. I'm gonna get up. The minute I get up, I look, someone just ran in there. Happens every time.
Murphy's
every time. And if they see me coming with the cane, they go faster. I'll get there before he does because he's gonna be there for a while. No, I'm not. I'm in and out quick.
Throw the cane at him.
But that's just part of life.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see you're getting to the gym. How's your diet now?
It's good. I eat really clean.
Yeah.
I eat actually more vegetarian. I still eat meat, but less frequent.
Yeah.
But I eat still clean, very clean foods, very well balanced. I don't get rid of carbs. I love carbs. I eat carbs. I mix it. You know, I don't get rid of carbs. I mean, there's a big thing now, getting rid of carbs.
Do you get rid of carbs?
I didn't get rid of carbs.
Do you eat carbs?
I love carbs.
Do you like carbs?
Pasta.
Are we talking about carbs?
I'm Italian. How can I not like pasta?
That's funny because you say that because I had a piece of cake yesterday. I had one day before.
Yeah, I had one with you.
That's right, for my birthday, and I didn't feel bad eating it.
No, I didn't either.
But I'm not big on pasta or rice or potatoes, and it has, I don't know what it is, I just don't have the taste for it.
Right.
It doesn't appeal to me.
Yes.
I used to eat it, and I used to have pasta and brown rice I always like, and potatoes to me are just fillers.
Right.
And I just don't get much out of it.
But I mean, it's being in tune with your body. That's why I know if I eat meat, I feel a little slowed down. So now I eat what, if you're in tune with your body, you know what you eat.
I had a steak for lunch today and I feel fine.
Yeah, well that's right. So you know what you need.
Do you get tired in the afternoon?
Not really. I feel pretty good.
Do you?
I feel pretty good during the day.
I get tired like right now. I sometimes at this time of day I could doze off for about 15 minutes at my computer.
That's all right.
I just feel myself going into another zone.
Right.
So it's either the fact that my leg is, it's just a struggle to walk around, or I'm on a heart medication that really tires me out.
Right.
So
well, that'd be part of it too.
I'm getting rid of that heart medication.
Are you?
Well, my doctor says you'll live longer with it.
Okay.
I have a chamber that's my pump rate's only 29%. I said, well, how do you know I'll live longer? Do you know when I'm going to die? Because you don't have a date on me. And I said, and I went home and checked my birth certificate, and there's no expiration date on it.
Okay, well then you're free to go.
I'm free to go whenever I want.
Right.
So let's just say if I don't need this shit, and I don't want to take it anymore.
Right.
It slows you down. It kills your sex drive. It makes you feel loggy and tired. Right. And I don't want to feel like that.
Gotcha.
I'm a young guy. I'm 25 years old.
Hey, mentally, that's all I'm at.
So did you bring some magic tricks?
I did a couple things. I mean, I brought something. I don't know. Do you have a dollar I could borrow? I'll do something with a dollar. You know, I'll give it back.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm really struggling for money.
All right, no worries. No, you're not. Look at all this stuff he's got back here. He's doing good. All right, this is a dollar bill. Actually, camera really close up.
Yeah.
Dollar bill. I'm going to create an illusion with it by just folding it. Look.
Yes. Now you have a half a dollar. Now you have a quarter of a dollar.
See, it's shrinking. It's an illusion.
It's like life.
Right, exactly. As you shrink it down. So I'm going to fold it down further. Look at the tips of my fingers. Look at the very tips of my fingers. Look, I'm going to fold it again. I'm going to fold it one more time. Look. Now when I start squeezing, that's when the magic happens. A little tap. I'm going to open it again. Look. Very slow.
Yeah.
Very slow. The illusion is still a piece of paper, but look at the paper's going to change, and just right before your very eyes for a second.
Holy. I got $100 now.
$100 bill.
Oh my God. Look at that. I'm going to give you a couple of dollars. Okay.
Yeah, then we go over. That's it. We're done. Retire. You're done. Is that cool?
That's very cool.
It takes you to another dimension. Magic for me is, I always tell people, it's a mental vacation. Makes you forget about your life. Makes you kind of realize, wow, that's pretty cool. You take a $1 bill, you turn it to a $100 bill. It's pretty cool.
I like that a lot.
Thank you.
I woke up one morning, I made my hair disappear.
That's a great sleight of hand.
And then I made my finger disappear.
That is even harder.
You know that trick I have. I have a little plastic one I put on there.
Oh, that's funny.
And then I cut it off at the table at dinner when the waiter comes and says, oh my God, I just cut my finger off.
Freak him out.
Oh my God. One guy wouldn't come back. He went in the kitchen and hid out. I said, well,
that's
what am I going
hilarious.
to say? And then what else you got here?
Let's see. Here, we'll do this one. This is cool. This is a nice little trick. Very simple. Just like cards, they're all mixed.
Yeah.
I just have you pick one. Just take one out.
Okay. Doesn't matter where I take it?
Anyone. Yeah.
Okay.
Look at it. You show the camera so they see
Okay.
it. I'm going to give the deck a little cut.
If you can see that, you guys.
Good.
Okay.
So I'm going to put it in the middle of the deck. Now we concentrate on that card. Don't forget what it is. I'm going to put it right about, I'll say center, right by the center. Okay. I'm going to push it in like this. Now I want you to use your imagination and create an image of that card in your mind, but make it into a balloon.
Okay.
Not a regular card, like a balloon card, like
Okay.
one of those Mylar balloons. And inside that Mylar balloon, I want you to fill it with helium.
Okay.
Okay. And as you're thinking about that, I'm going to put the cards right here. I'm going to concentrate on that. Now watch. Concentrate
Okay.
on your card.
Okay.
Concentrate.
Oh, wow. That's it.
There it is.
That's it.
Six of spades.
Six of hearts.
Six of hearts
No,
with a tan, right?
Yeah.
Or you can take the six of spades like this and you shake it, you can turn it to the five of diamonds.
Oh my God.
That's why I can't play cards in Vegas.
I love, yeah. I don't let you play with it.
They won't let you. They don't like magicians at the tables. If you win a lot of money, and they'll have to get a little upset about it.
I've heard that.
Yeah. So you have to be careful. I had one guy that did a card. He messed with the cards. You're not supposed to mess with the cards, but he did like a quick little like vanish, like just a little vanish of the card.
Yeah.
And
they
freaked out. Oh yeah, they had like guys like, come with us. First of all, you can't do that. Number one, and number two, you're not allowed here anymore. And they can do that. They're allowed to say that.
Yeah,
so,
they are.
So
Well, they have to protect themselves.
yeah, not making enough money, but that's the key is to make sure that you don't do it in the wrong places.
Yeah.
I do my magic for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
A lot of the principles of magic actually came from thieves. A lot of the stuff that we do come from pickpockets and different guys and techniques from the old days. That's like the stuff we do.
There's a lot of that going on in Venice. They're stealing cell phones out of your pockets and wallets, of course. And this has been going on because the crowds are so big down there. They'll take a cell phone out of your pants and give it to somebody else and walk away, and that guy takes off, and you go to reach for it.
They have a whole team.
Yeah.
And the pickpocketing is amazing and scary. And they do it sometimes around three-card monte. They do a three-card monte thing that builds a crowd. Mm-hmm. And then they use that as their, they bump it up against you and, get that like that. But yeah, but I use my magic for good.
I put a fake dick in my back pocket.
How'd that work out?
They grabbed it and ran with it, and they saw what it was. They got scared. Bring that back here. I may have to use that tonight.
That's my stand-in right there. Oh, man.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, good, man. I'm so glad to be here, Rick, because I've seen you build this up through the years. That's another testament to your success. You started how many years ago doing this show?
11.
So how many people would stand through, because the beginning wasn't like crazy big, it's built it and built it and built it and built it.
I was doing it out in the backyard of my wrestling students.
Right.
And doing little interviews with them, and then someone said, why don't you try Rick's Corner? I said, I don't know, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
And we moved into the garage, I put a backdrop up, we did interviews with like Robert Patrick from Terminator, because this kid was here, and Luke Perry, who passed away, and some of these people. Yeah. And then I put a green screen up, which I bought at Joann's Fabric, because I've always wanted to try to do a green screen.
Right.
So I did it, and I put behind me the Pacific Ocean with the waves breaking as I'm talking, and I thought, now I can do this. This is fun.
Yeah.
So then I started getting celebrities and other people, and I moved into here, this studio, which is my was a dining room or a den. My daughter's old bedroom. It just works perfect.
It's perfect.
And at the time, I was going through a divorce, and My ex-wife said, no one's ever going to watch your show. Well, they don't care about that. I mean, she's being cynical, you know.
Right.
Who wants to watch your YouTube show? I said, well, just take a look and see. And at that time...
You only have 109 million people, right?
Yeah, at that time I got
100,000.
I got asked to go to Vegas for World Gym. I got the Joe Gold.
Yeah.
Joe Gold, for all you people, is the guy that opened Joe Gold. He was the guy that started Joe Gold's. And he passed away, and they gave me the Joe Gold Lifetime Achievement Award.
That's nice.
And that was an honor, because it's the first year. The next year, we passed it to Louis Ferrigno.
Oh,
so
nice.
That's when my show took off,
Wow.
and I told everybody, you know, this is going to take off. It's going to be good. I'm going to have other guests on. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff with bodybuilding and fitness, and of course pro wrestling, because that's my roots as well.
Of course.
I had actors, producers, directors, doctors, you name it, I've had it on here.
That's great. Good variety of different, ideas and thoughts.
Well, I think so, because that's what life's about. You just don't walk out the door and go somewhere and just talk bodybuilding all day long.
Right.
Even though people stop me and ask me.
Sure.
There's other things in life, and I think to broaden your knowledge along with your body and your muscle is to have a strong mind and know a lot about a lot.
Sure. It's helped you do everything you've done. You act, wrestling,
Yeah.
Stunts. You've done it all.
Airbrushing, tattooing, silk screening.
Yeah.
I've done it all.
Yeah.
And I'm not done yet.
Right. Well, that's perfect. But that's the only because you do that because you have the discipline to do it.
Yeah.
That's really the key. I think
Yeah.
that I think today with technology and kids wanting quick, fixes on their phones,
Yeah.
immediate. I see it even when I teach magic. Sometimes they want to learn it fast. Like, wait a minute. When I studied with my teacher in New York years ago, well, sometimes it took me 3 months to learn one routine. 3 months. I couldn't do that today. I would have no students.
Yeah.
They would go, this is boring. I'm going to go out. I want to see the quick. I want to see the ending. I want to see the ending. I want to see the thing vanishing and reappearing fast. But the discipline, I think, has to come back. Hopefully, people that get into physical fitness, the kids, if they start young, I think it's important. You can do even the martial arts is good. Martial arts.
Yeah.
Anything that causes you to show up and do your best every time.
What do they call it? I never knew Marshall.
Marshall, he was. I think he was a film producer, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know.
Gary?
It's funny how they want everything fast, and I'm going to give you a bit of advice when you're younger and when you get older. You're on a date, take your time. Let things flow as they might. It might take a week, but don't keep asking, are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet?
Right.
Take your time.
Right. That's true.
Why do I always refer to that? Because it's funny.
It is funny. It's true, though. I mean,
Yeah.
It's. I mean, my mentor from years ago told me on stage is like having a relationship with your audience on stage. You don't want to. You want to tease them a little bit. You want to keep them on the edge. You don't want to give it all up front. You don't want to give it all away.
I have so many things on this show that I haven't let out yet from my past, and things I've collected, and photos, and people, and things that I've experienced that I'm doing a little at a time because it's too much to do it all at one time.
After all these years, you still have more.
Oh, I have more. You would be surprised what's in that garage.
Oh my God.
When I just had my opening for Dover Street Market and all my designs that they just released for 3 of them from the 80s, they sent a guy over that's in charge of this, and actually he's a friend of mine, he's in charge of the whole thing, and he went through my garage for 2 hours and went through all my boxes of t-shirts and designs and articles. He says, my God, Rick, he's just like a treasure out here. Wow. It's a treasure chest, a gold mine full of information.
All your creativity in there.
Because I've saved everything from the 60s on, 50s even.
That's awesome.
I have bodybuilding books from 1941.
Wow.
So you always...
That's pre-Atlas stuff, right?
Yeah, it's way back there.
Wow.
And through a couple of wives and girlfriends, they'd say, why don't you just throw that stuff out? You're never going to use it.
Right.
Guess what?
You're using it now.
We're using it now.
Smart.
You know, any women have told me, why don't you just get that ring out of your backyard and grow some grass back there? Why? Is it bothering you? You don't live here. Why does it matter to you that I have a wrestling ring in my backyard? You know how many times I've used this for TV commercials and documentaries and news channels coming out to use it?
Unbelievable.
It's worth it.
Sure, it's great. It's novel, fun.
Yeah, I have something not everybody has.
Yeah.
And it's your
history, it's your life.
I'm not going to get rid of it for some jabroni that comes here and says, oh, I don't think you should have that back. You should probably have a plant. You know what? Bend over, I'll tell you where to put the plant. We'll plant one right there.
Well, that's a good lesson for everybody, too, is that you don't fall and break under peer pressure.
No.
You do, if you're really sincere and obligated and invested in what you're doing, it's not going to please everybody.
No.
It's impossible.
You can't.
In bodybuilding, when you started, it was never really accepted much. Right?
No, not at all.
I mean,
we were looked at as freaks.
Yeah. So, but you did it.
Growing up in Bakersfield, I was one of the only few guys that would go to the YMCA and work out on a Friday night because I wanted to work out.
Sure.
Started growing muscle, and everybody said, oh, you know Rick Drasin, he's the one that works out. He's the guy with the muscles on that. Is there something wrong with that? They look at me
Musclehead, they call you Musclehead.
Plus, I was Jewish, so I was a Jewish musclehead. I was a freak in a redneck town.
Right.
And I was wrestling and working out before it was cool.
Yeah. But then that's what you kept doing it. That's the key.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah. So then I come here and I find my world down at Gold's Gym of guys who are like me, who do the same thing, and then I just let it go from there because it's what I wanted to do. And so all of a sudden it became cool. Now, if I go back home, which I rarely do, and I have a reunion, everybody comes up, can I get a picture with you? Can I get a picture with you? I watch you on TV. I see what you're doing. That's so cool. Yeah, it's different now, huh? Because I made it.
Right.
You can't put me down for it.
Right.
So,
but also, I think it creates a brotherhood. I see all these pictures of all you guys with Arnold and all these Lou and all these guys. I think it's a nice brotherhood that I don't see as much now.
No, you don't see it anymore.
It's like really, you guys used to hang out together, go to the beach, just go eat. It was like a walking sideshow of people. Yeah,
we'd go everywhere. Down to the marina on the weekends where they had the clubs with all the dancing and drinks. And
none of you guys walking in. I mean, it's like the water's parting, man. Imagine.
Yeah, we'd walk in and everybody move out of the way. All the guys that would look at us like, who the hell are those huge guys? And all the women would look at us and say, oh my God, look at the pecs and the arms.
I would love to have seen that.
Yeah.
I would love to have been there to see that.
These waiters would come by with big plates full of chicken wings because it was like happy hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, come here a second, please. And we'd take that plate and we'd send them off and we'd eat all the chicken wings and they'd come out with another.
Wow.
And this is what we would do. And then outside the clubs, there was a bouncer out there who we all knew. Yeah. And there's a big light coming down. He would check IDs. Yeah. So we saw a woman we liked. We'd start talking. I said, come outside for a minute. And put her under the light because I want to check and see if she's covering up pimples with makeup and all that shit, right? And see how you really look. Or you got like Zolotone on your face or whatever.
My God.
You look like the partition in a public restroom that you just sprayed this crap all over you.
Right.
See if it picks off and flick it away. And then if they don't pass your test, you send them back. It's like going fishing and throwing them back out to the sea.
Right.
If you find a good one, you take them home.
Right.
Or you go to their home. 99% of the time we'd end up at their place and they'd be cooking us eggs and biscuits and honey and all this kind of stuff. And then we'd tell them to, we'd take care of them and then we'd leave.
It's amazing. I think bodybuilding is honest. I think being around friends that are bodybuilders and even lifters, but I like lifting heavy, is that it was a very honest place.
Oh yeah.
You can't lie. Like,
no.
I bench 500. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can't bullshit yourself or your friends. So I think everybody has that same honesty within each other. Like, we know what we can do. I'm not really competing against you. I'm competing with myself.
Well, I came in the gym one day, and back then, video cameras weren't really in.
Right.
And neither were. I had cameras, so like the
very few photos back then.
Take a couple of photos, or some photographers would come in and take pictures. I always grab them. If we did a TV show, I always paid to have the 8x10. Right. And one day I took the video camera out here to World Gym in Panorama City, and I got myself doing 5 or 6 reps with inclines with 150-pound dumbbells.
Wow.
And I have it, so it's validated. It's there.
Sure.
And then I came in and I had 315 on the bar and I knocked out 21 reps in bench press. And I had 5 guys that are still around today that witnessed that. There's no lie going on there. Could I do it today? No,
but you did it.
But I did it.
Yeah. The body's made. It can only last so long doing that amount of weight. You feel the pain now from it, but I mean I think that's what's different too. You did it with good form. How important was form back then? Right?
I never cheated.
Yeah.
2-second pause, flat on your back.
Form. Yeah. Always form.
And that bar would fly up. It just would I remember the feeling of that bar just flying up on its own almost.
Activating the biceps, the triceps, deltoids.
Yeah, it just all worked. And today, if you grab that, it's not the same.
It's different.
There's 2 different types of Olympic bars too. There's the thinner one for all you guys out there that has a little bit of a spring to it. Doesn't mean you're cheating, but it has a little bit of a spring, which is better. Then you have the thicker one that doesn't bend at all.
Right.
And if you put 135 on there, it feels
totally
like 160.
Totally
you put 135 on the other, it feels like 135.
Right.
So it makes a huge difference. Dumbbells, you can't cheat at all.
Right.
That's right. They are what they are.
Yeah. They're right there next to you. Bang. Pop them
but
up.
what a lot of people don't realize, to get those dumbbells up, you put them on your knees and you kick one knee up at a time so it's in place.
Yes.
And then when you're done, you bring both knees up, set them on your knees, and then down.
Yes.
You don't drop them on the floor.
No.
A lot of people drop them.
Just, they almost kill somebody. I mean, there's got to be a book on gym etiquette.
Yeah.
That's like signs need to be placed. First of all, put your stuff away.
Yeah.
I hate guys that leave it and walk away like, you want me to get that? Or don't drop it, because sometimes people are going to get crushed.
Their toe can be there, but that's the best way to put those dumbbells down.
That's smart. Nice and controlled all the way down. Yeah.
And it worked.
That's smart.
If somebody wants to reach you on the internet and they want to hire you for magic, they go to your website and you just disappear?
I could appear right in your house right now. Tony Clark Magic. You could search my name, it'll come up.
Okay.
Tony Clark Magic Store.
Okay.
Instagram, it's Tony Clark Magic.
Okay.
Facebook, Tony Clark Live. But these days it's pretty easy to find somebody. If somebody says, I can't get a hold of you, I'm like, really?
Well, let me tell you how hard it can be, though. I had a girlfriend years ago from China. Her name was Kathy Liu, and she was really a great cook. And she was a nice girl. This has been 35 years ago. Kathy Liu, try to Google that.
What happens?
There's 5 million of them.
Oh, that's different. Yeah.
So
but if you're kind of a public figure in business, you could, like Rick Drasin, I could find you by 0.2 seconds.
I go down, Kathy. No, that's not. Oh, that's not it. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I'm down to like 3,500. No, that's not it.
No, that takes a lot of work to get that. Yeah.
That person, if would be smart, she'd contact me.
Right.
Just for fun. I just wish she would, because that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, me do it magically. Ready?
She's probably watching
I'll
this.
send a
right now.
magical message to her. Boom. Tomorrow you get a call.
Okay. Thank you so much, Tony, for being here.
Hey, always a pleasure. We love you, Rick. You're the
Yes,
best.
thank
Rick is
you.
the best. He's the man. He's the guy living what he talks. That's what I love.
There's no BS.
No BS. You do what you say you're going to do.
Yeah.
That is a rarity.
I learned well from Clint Eastwood.
Really.
Get off my lawn. That's where I got that.
Nice.
All right. Thank you so much for watching Rick's Corner. See you next time with more guests, and you're going to love it. On Monday, I have Sherry Goggins coming. That should be a lot of fun. She's a nice lady. Trains hard. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Hope you enjoyed the video brought to you by Old School Labs. Use my discount code DRASIN12 on the link below at oldschoollabs.com.
Hey everyone, now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Rick Drasin. Personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world. And I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, rickdrasin.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interests as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
It's Rick Drasin. He's the equalizer, baby. See you next time.